So let's get snacking with Chef Nicole from CJ's Great West Grill and Cactus Jack's. Listen, huge menu at both places, CJ's and Cactus Jack's. A lot to choose from if you're having a snack attack like I have frequently. So usually I'll dive in straight, get an appetizer. And for me, I have a bit of an obsession, frankly, with fried pickles, Nicole. So tell me about the ones you're doing, because they're about as addictive as any I've ever tried.
Well, I think that makes you a normal person, because if you have ever had our fried pickles, you would absolutely be addicted to them. We have dill pickles that are sliced on a thin bias, because, you know, the more crunchy batter, the better, right? Yeah. Just our house batter on the outside, tempura battered and deep fried, and then seasoned with, of course, our scratch-made Cactus Jack's house seasoning. That is top secret. Yeah. Served straight up in a cone, and they're just delicious.
Yeah, it's one of those things you just want to dip away and you cannot stop. You're absolutely right.
Served with Chipotle ranch, exactly. So
another good reason to dip into the pickles. You don't know if you're eating the pickles
or the Chipotle ranch, right. But it's a good excuse to scrape the ramekin clean.
Just like you mentioned with the pickles, that it's that balance of not too thick, not too thin. And the same thing is true on the artichoke and spinach dip. You get sometimes you get that in a restaurant and it's just gluey and gloppy, or it's too soupy. Yeah. But like yours is exactly right. So tell me the recipe here.
Spinach and artichoke dip is so funny because we've had it on the menu forever, and spinach artichoke dip like blew up in the last 5 or 6 years. Right. So it's good to know that we were doing it right from the beginning, and I totally agree. Sometimes you get it and it's really soupy or it's too hot. So what we do is the ingredients are pretty straightforward. Of course, it's made from scratch, lots of Parmesan cheese, a little bit of mayo, a little bit of sour cream, of course, chopped spinach. We have artichoke hearts that are full artichoke hearts. We try not to, we just fold everything in as to not distribute the artichoke, you know, flake them out too much. And we serve it just above room temperature. It's obviously chilled, and then we just heat it up a little bit so that it has that nice viscosity to it.
And so what do you got for the dippers in there?
Of course, hand-fried tortilla chips, red and white, seasoned with our scratch-made seasonings.
There you go. It's a delicious dip, very hearty, but a good way to start the meal.
Oh, and it also comes with Cajun bread.
That's right. And they're beautiful to look at, nice and browned and beautiful. All right, now listen. The interesting thing about CJ's Cactus Jack's, you guys have this kind of mix of foods. Mexican, barbecue, New England stuff. And then you have these Haddock Tacos, which for me is like everything that you have on the menu kind of rolled into one. It's local and it has these bold flavors. So tell me the process of making the fish tacos.
For sure, for sure. Haddock Tacos actually was our first Phantom Gourmet approved dish of all of the locations.
Look at that.
And it's been Phantom Gourmet approved for a long time, so it's something that we're super, super proud of. Iceland haddock that we tempura bread and then actually bread in crunchy cornflake breading, so it's got a really great crispy, crunchy texture to it. We deep fry the haddock, then we take a soft tortilla shell, smear it with crab dip, a New England style crab dip. It's really, really good. And wrap that soft shell around a hard shell taco. Load in the fried haddock, pico de gallo that of course we make from scratch, and lots of Monterey Jack cheese blend that we hand grate, of course, and throw it under the cheese melter, and it's absolutely delicious.
I've always wanted a cheese melter, just in my personal life. I just, you know, really would make my life a happier place.
It truly, that's how you get the best onion soups, the cheese melter.
Of course. Now, listen, obviously from the way you talk, there's a lot of stuff made by scratch, a lot of sort of effort goes into all these dishes.
Absolutely.
Even in a salad. Now, when I'm having a snack attack, it would be extremely rare I would order a salad, but this Chipotle steak tip salad you have is really just, it's almost like a salad in name only. This thing is like a serious meal.
Yeah, absolutely. This baby is one of my pride and joys, I have to tell you. So I have test kitchens at one of the Cactus Jack's locations, and the staff there are so excited when I show up because I just feed them. And when I was making this salad, I was thinking, what does everybody on the staff really like? We got some corn black bean salsa in there, chopped cucumber, of course, hand-shredded cheese, chopped tomato, and lots of really yummy field greens, not too bitter, and then we toss it all with the Chipotle ranch dressing, so it's got a little bit of heat in there. The corn black bean salsa's got that sweetness. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to top this salad with big skewers of Chipotle rubbed beef.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? And some fried onion thins, and it's just a huge salad. And it's great for snacking because you have some now, you have a snack at 11:30 at night, after you package it up, the rest of it, and take it home.
All right, so let's say you haven't quite had enough, even though you have all this great food. Now you got to go to dessert. A lot of awesome options, but number one for me, 100%, funny bone cake.
Funny bone cake. So I cannot personally own the funny bone cake, but I can certainly sell it to you here. Funny bone cake is really a spin-off of the funny bone dessert that I believe is a Drake's brand item, but just that really creamy, fluffy peanut butter filling with some real nice, dense chocolate cake topped with chocolate ganache. It's very simple, very straightforward, but that chocolate peanut butter blend that...
Perfect blend. Two great tastes that taste great together. together. Absolutely. You got to go see Chef Nicole, everybody. You can find her at CJ's Great West Grill. That's 782 South Willow Street in Manchester, New Hampshire. You can also visit the sister restaurant, Cactus Jack's, 1182 Union Ave in Laconia, online at go2cjs.com.